Hariom everyone. I welcome all of you to day 2 of the Scratch Crash course. Let us begin with the opening prayers. I request all of you to join your hands, keep your back straight, close your eyes, chant along with me, but with your mics on mute. Om. 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 ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. With the blessings of Sri Prabhuji, let us begin today's session. I hope all of you can see my screen. Please show me a thumbs up if you can. Very nice. Okay, now I request all of you to come to this page. I hope you all know how to come to this home page of Scratch. So if not, you simply get onto Google, say Scratch. And once you search for Scratch, you'll get this Scratch MIT. Just check if it's scratch.mit.edu. If yes, then you got the home page. This is the home page. If you are all here, could you show me a thumbs up, please? Also, anytime during the session, if you're in doubt or if you think I'm going too fast, please raise your hand and we can repeat it or take it slow. Okay? Excellent. Let us start now. Also, I wanted to show you something before we begin. So when you come to this homepage, you'll find this folder icon. It's called My Stuff. So when you click there, you'll find all your projects. So here you have it, my first project. Remember, that's the one we did in our previous session. Coming back, all you need to do is click on Create to create a new project. Let's begin now. Today we'll be doing something, we'll be doing many nice things, and it's all going to be very fun and interesting. But we'll start off with building something that you can call a basic calculator. So it'll add numbers for you. So, okay, so who's going to tell me what's the very first block we use, which is the most important block? You can raise your hand and answer. What's the first block? So without that block, you probably none of the programs are going to work. The hint is look at these two things, the flag and the stop. Yes. Let me give you another hint. Let me make it really easy. So you go to events. Yes, Aditya.
It's
Yes,
in the
Aditya.
events, the first one when flag is clicked.
Very nice. Excellent. So that's the right answer. That's one of the most important blocks, right? So without that block, our program really won't work without that. So what's the first thing we are going to do? We are going to get this block here on the screen. Now we're going to get to sensing and drag and drop this ask block. But we're not going to ask for the name. We're going to ask for what's the first number. So remember, we want to add two numbers. So we have a first number and a second number, and we'll get Scratch to add it. Like we saw in a previous session, so we saw strings, right? So how the Scratch program at least does nothing. It simply takes it, and if you tell it to put it elsewhere in between a sentence or simply display it, it displays it. But here we don't. Now just if I tell Scratch 20, I don't want it to just say 20, but I'll give it multiple numbers and I want it to add all of them. right? So let's start. So we are going to firstly ask for what's the first number. Then, as you may have already guessed, we'll be asking this question at least twice, right? So, what's the first number? What's the second number? But we need to store that number somewhere, right? The answer to the first number. So, my first number is 20. So, I need to store that somewhere before I give the second number, which could be 30. So, where do I store it? So, if you remember from our last class, though it's stored here temporarily in the answer block, it will immediately forget that number when we ask the next question. So where do we store it? We store it in the variable section. So let's create a variable. I'm going to delete this my variable. I'm going to make a variable. So I hope you know. To quickly revise, you click on make a variable and you'll find this under the orange part, which is variables. So click on make a variable. I'm going to call this first number, and I'm not wanting to show it here on the screen here. So now I'll say set first number to answer. And one thing that you can do is to simply right click on it. Right click and you'll find three options: duplicate, add, comment, and delete block. I'm going to say duplicate. And now join all of this together. And I'm going to change this to what's the second number, and wait. And I'm going to set, because I haven't created a variable yet, I'm going to create another one, call it second number. And I'm going to select it here, set second number to answer. So the answer to the first question will be the first number. The answer to the second number, second question will be the second number. Are all of us done till here? Please raise your hand if you haven't, or if you need help, or if we should go through this again. If you're done, show me a thumbs up. We can go slow, so please let me know. So show me a thumbs up. So I see a thumbs up from Aditya. Dia, Disha, are you done? Show me a thumbs up. Okay, I see that you're still doing it. Please take your time. We'll go slow. Show me a thumbs up as soon as you're done. So we just did two things. So we firstly took this when flag is clicked. Then we took this ask from the sensing. So ask and wait. So we said ask what's the first number. Then we also took the variables. We created a variable called first number. Then we said set first number to answer. Then we simply took a duplicate of this and added it here. And we said we changed it to what's the second number, and we then said set second number to answer. You can also add a question mark here if you'd like to. Are we done? Please show me a thumbs up. Very nice. Great. So now we're going to create another variable, and we'll call it answer for all obvious reasons. Right? Now I'm going to say set answer to. How are we going to calculate it? How are we going to add first number and second number? If you remember, you go to this operators. We last time we did this join apple banana. We used this. This is the only operator we used, operator block. But today we are going to use this operator. Can you see these? Let me drag it for you. So there are four operators. Let me zoom in. This is the first one. It's the addition one. This is subtraction, as you may have guessed. But unlike the cross we use generally to denote multiplication, here we have a star. So that is multiplication. And you have a slash for division. So I'm going to get rid of all of this. For now, we're only going to focus on addition. So you take this operators. Now go to variables, say add first number and add second number. Now set the answer to this. That is what you're going to ask Scratch to do. So go to operators, take this block which says add these two things. So that's which is the very first block. Drag and drop, then go to variables, drop first number in the first space, then drop second number in the second space, and drop it here in set answer 2. Show me a thumbs up if you're done.
Is the answer a variable here?
Yes, answer is a variable because it changes, right? Based on it changes every time. It's not the answer is not always going to be 100 or 10. It is going to change based on the numbers I give. So based on my input, it's going to change. And here,
Okay.
like you may have already guessed, the answer is our output. So are we all done? Please show me a thumbs up if you're done. Very nice. Okay, here's a final step, and we'll be done with our very first mini calculator. So we are going to say I'm going to change this to 5 seconds, but we don't want the calculator to say hello. I want it to give the answer, right? So I'm going to go to variable, drag answer, and drop it here. So say answer for 5 seconds. Are we all done? Please show me a thumbs up if you're done. Very nice. Let's test this. So I'm going to ask. So it already asks me the first question, which is what's the first number? So let me say 10. Now it says what's the second number? Let's say it is 20. Here you go. It says 30. So it added it up. Very nice. If you one other thing, we let's make a small change here. But if you look at the operators, it says plus and plus. How do I add a third number? Does someone know? Can you guess or try to figure an answer? So let's say I want to add 3 numbers. So how do I do it? Any guesses? Think. It's related to something we learned in our previous class. It's called concatenation. Any idea how we do it? Okay, let me tell you how it's done. So I am going to separate this and duplicate this, add it here. Say what is the third number? Okay, I'm going to ask for what's the third number. And here I'm going to create another variable, of course, like we already did. So it's called the third number. Now I'm going to say set third number to answer. So once you're done with this, how do I calculate it? Answer is first number plus second number plus third number. Very simple. Take another operator, add this in the first empty space. Now in the second empty space, you can add the third variable like this. You can go on adding how many ever variables you'd like. So you can add 5 numbers, you can add 10 numbers. So that's what you do. Once you're done with this, you're simply going to take it and drop it here. So now answer is first number plus second number plus third number. And now we'll say answer for 5 seconds. But what if I want to say not just like 30 or 50? I wanted to say the answer is 30. How do I do it? Again, we're going to use the join option here. So join apple banana. I'm going to say the answer is space. And I'm going to drag answer variable, drop it here in place of banana, and then drop it here. So say join, the answer is answer for 5 seconds. Yes,
Can
Aditya.
you show how you did the third number addition also?
Yes, very simple. So I went to operators, drag this operator here. Now I go to variables, take first number, drop it, take second number, drop it. Now I take another operator. It's very similar to our join apple banana that we did last time, except we're going to use plus here. Now I'm going to drop this here and take third number and drop it here. Is that clear?
Yes.
Very
Thank you.
nice. Of course. So we're done till here. Let's test if this works. So it's asking me for my first number. I'm going to say 10. My second number is 20. And my third number is 30. Let's see. See, the answer is 60. So, are we all done? Very nice. Very nice. So here you go. This is the first thing we did for today. It does addition, but this way you can also do subtraction. You can try multiplication. In fact, that is one of your tasks for today. You do the same thing, but you do multiplication for it. I'm going to save this as addition for now, and you can click on save now. It saves my project. And now we're going to create a new project. Let's start with create. Once you're done saving it, of course. Now, let's delete this sprite. I'm going to use a new sprite for a change. Let's see. All of you, you can all look at this. You choose whichever sprite you like. I am going to choose a fairy. So, if you're wondering how to decrease the size of the fairy or increase it, you see here you have an option. It's called size, and it says 100. So if you say 200, it becomes big. So any number above 100, it kind of increases it. Now let's try decreasing it. Let's say 50, so it becomes really small. So I'll stick to, let's say, 75. Yeah, and I'm also going to choose a background. I'm going to choose this background for now. Okay. If you're all done till here, then let's begin with the next step. As usual, our first block is this. So when green flag is clicked. So what are we building now? So we're building another project, obviously. But what this project will do is it's going to help us learn something. But what it will do is it'll ask you for your age, and based on your age, it will tell you something. So let's say, in iLead, we have these age groups, they're called Balakrishnas and Vivekanandas. I think it is until 12, like below 12 is our Balakrishnas, and after 12, they're Vivekanandas. So for now, we want this fairy to ask for my age. Then when I give the fairy an age, it's going to tell me which age category I fall into. Let's start, but first we're going to start with hello, or in this case, Hari Om, for um, 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to let it be for 2 seconds. Now I'm going to create a variable. It's called age. Okay. Now I'm going to say set age to. But before that, remember we haven't asked for the age yet. So I'm going to go to sensing. I'm going to say what's your name, but not what's your name. I'm going to change it. What's your age? And now this answer is what will be set to the variable age. If you're all done until here, please show a thumbs up. Diya, Disha, are you all done until here? So we just created a new project, And we just started with these steps. So I'm going to wait for another 2 seconds, and you can be done and show me a thumbs up, and then we'll start. So I hope you got the idea. So how are we going to do this? So less than 10 is Balakrishna's and more than 10 would be Vivekananda's. So what we going to do here is ask for age. And if the age is greater than 10, it's Vivekananda's. If not, it's Balakrishna's. So we are making the computer to choose or make a decision based on our input. So the computer is making a decision here. So whether to say Balakrishna or to say Vivekananda. So it is making this decision. And we have a term for this. But why do we, first of all, what's the term? It's called selection. Why selection? So we're giving it a couple of options. So you can say Balakrishna or you can say Vivekananda. It's selecting one of these. So out of all of these selections, it's making a decision. So what exactly is a selection? It's a selection when the computer chooses one path based on our response or our input. It chooses one of these paths. It decides which decision. It decides which choice to go for. And there are two other such things that we will learn. All of these three things together are called control flow mechanisms. Let's break it down. Control. So you're controlling what this computer is doing or what this program is doing. What is flow? So how do you want it to flow? How do you want the program to how do you want the program to work? So first I want the fairy to say Hari Om and then ask for my age. So I want it to come in a certain flow, and mechanisms are the tools which I'm going to use to make it to control this flow of the program. So the control flow mechanisms are tools for me to control the flow of this program. And the first mechanism out of the three that we are going to learn is the selection mechanism, where the computer chooses which path to follow based on an answer or response. So here, like I said, we're going to do if it's greater than 10, then say this. If not, say this. So for that, I want you to go to controls, look for this option, if or if else. In this program, we'll be using if else. But let me also explain to you what the difference is between these two blocks. So this if block would be, let's say the program asks for, do you want a coffee? And I say yes. So if I say if yes, then say here, take your coffee. But what if I say no? Then the program doesn't respond. But only if I say yes, then the program works or it goes to the next step. If I say anything apart from yes, it'll just stop. But what about this if block? If and else block. If you can add two conditions. So if I say yes, then say something. But if I don't say yes, if I say anything apart from yes, then do this. So we're going to use this. Please add it here. And if you remember, what was the age I told you? 10. So we are going to go to operators, and here you'll find these. You may have already learned this in your math class. So you have these greater than, lesser than, equal to signs. All of these, like it's under this operator symbol, right? So all of these operations are called relational operations. So why are they called relational operations? Because they're telling you the relation between this variable and the other. And why is it relational? Because it's like with relation, in relation to, or when you're comparing it in comparison with this is higher or equal or lower. So now we're going to change it to 10, but we don't want to use the equal to. Let's use the greater than. So let's say if the age is greater than 10, and we're going to add it. But here we want to add age. How are we going to add age here? We're going to go to variables, drag and drop. So if age is greater than 10, then do this. Do what? So we're going to go to looks, then go for add a say block. I'm going to change it to 5. If it's greater than 10, then you say you are a Vivekananda. But if it's not greater than 10, what's the other option? If a number is not greater than 10, then it has to be lower than 10. So if it's lower than 10, I'm going to drag and drop another block here and say you are a Balakrishna. Again for 5 seconds. Let me take you through this again. What is this essentially doing? The fairy will first say Hari Om for 2 seconds. Then it will ask for what's your age and wait for some time. And we have set the answer to this question as a variable, which is age. Now, if age is greater than 10, then the fairy will say, you are a Vivekananda. But if not, then it's obvious that the age is lesser than 10. Then it says you're a Balakrishna. Let's try this out. I hope all of you are done until here. Please show me a thumbs up if you're done. Please show me a thumbs up if you're done. Okay. Let's start. Very nice. Okay, let's start. I'm going to click on the green flag. It says Hari Om. It's asking for my age. This case, I'm 18. So it says you are a Vivekananda. Let's try again. It says Hari Om. For now, let's say I'm 6. And it says you're a Balakrishna. So, did all of you understand this? To quickly summarize, when you're using this if or else, you're making the computer to make a decision. You're telling the computer to make a decision based on a response. So, I'm going to give you the age. If it's this, then do this. If not, do this. So, the computer is making the decision. So, when it is choosing a path, out of the many paths that you have given, out of the many choices it has, when it's choosing a path for itself based on our response, then it is a selection mechanism. Let's tweak this a little bit like we've always been doing. We're making some small changes here. Let's say for a change, rather than saying you are a Vivekananda or you are a Balakrishna, I want to add another thing, which is what if the person is exactly 10 years old? For now, I'm not sure if this is really what you want the fairy to say. You can choose whatever you like, but I want the fairy to say you are awesome if the age is exactly 10 years old. Let's try that out. If you go to controls, then you'll notice that there is just this one option, if not, then this else. But there are not three options that I can say. If it's greater than 10, then say you're a Vivekananda. If it's lesser than 10, then say you're a Balakrishna. But what if if it's exactly 10 and I want it to say you're awesome? There are no three spaces for me to do it. So what I'm going to do is start with this, take operators, take this equal to sign, say equals 10, then again go to variables, drag and drop age, add this here. So if age is equals to 10, then say you are awesome for 2 seconds, or in this case I wanted to say it for 3 seconds. Now I'm going to add the other two options, which are greater than 10 and lesser than 10. So how am I going to do this? You may have already guessed it, like in the operator sign. When you can't join a third one, you're simply going to take two joins, 2 to 3 joins, and do it. Similarly, in the operators also we did the same thing. Now for the if and else also, you're going to drag and drop this inside this. Can you all see it? I'm dragging and dropping this inside the else. Here, I'll add another operator, relational operator, which says if age is greater than 10, then you say It's you are a Balakrishna. So I'm going to add that as well. Go to looks, drag and drop. You are a Balakrishna. Yes, for 5 seconds. Now think about it. So if the age is if the age is exactly 10, then the fairy says you're awesome. If the age is greater than 10, we need to say you're a Vivekananda, right? Vivekananda, right? So if it's exactly 10, then it says you're awesome. But if it's greater than 10, it says you're a Vivekananda. What's the other option? Any other number that is not equal to 10 or greater than 10 will be lesser than 10. So we don't really have to add an option saying is it lesser than 10. It will be lesser than 10 if it's not equal to or more than 10. So I'm going to simply add this option, this block. It says, say you are a Balakrishna for 5 seconds. Can we try this out? Again, you need all of this. I'm going to separate this, drag this, and drop it here. So please cross check this flow. So you have, if when green flag is clicked, say Hariom for 2 seconds, then ask for what's your age, then wait, whatever answer is received, whatever answer you get as an input, set that as the variable in age, store that answer in this box, and now check if age is equal to 10. If yes, then say you're awesome. If not, then check if the age is greater than 10. If yes, then say you're a Vivekananda. If not, then the only option is that the age is lesser than 10. In that case, say you're a Balakrishna. Let's try this out first. So it says Hariom now. I'm going to say 10 first. See, it says you're awesome. I'm going to start again. This time I'm going to say I'm 3-year-old. It says I'm a Balakrishna. I'm going to start again. I'm going to say 15 and it says you're a Vivekananda. Did we all get this part? Please show me a thumbs up if you did. Please unmute and ask if you have a doubt or a question and if you want me to wait. Okay, I see that all of you are done. I am really happy. I'm going to name this file as if and then because we'll if and else because that is what we learned. And remember what is this called? It's called selection. I'm simply going to save this project with this name if else selection. Remember it's a control flow mechanism. Now we're going to do our final project for today. Guess what we're doing? We are creating a game. So you will be creating your very first game using Scratch as part of this crash course now. This is called a high or
Actually,
low
in the
game. Yes.
previous thing, I have entered whatever you said, but then it's not. Even if I put my age above 10, it's not taking it as Vivekananda.
Okay, let's check. I'll stop sharing and you can show me how why it's not working. Wait a minute. Yes. Yes, please share your screen. Are you able to share your screen?
Yes. Are you able to see
Not yet, but yeah.
now?
Mm, yeah. It came up now. So
So,
when clicked, say Hariom for 2 seconds, ask what's your age and weight. Ah, I see. See, you didn't do that very important step. See, you missed it out there. It's called set age to answer. Look at the left part. I think you missed to adding that after ask what's your age. You need to set the answer to something, right? Wait. Click on drag, yeah, the if part, delete it. Yeah, drag it. Yeah, very nice. Now you can add it there. No, above. One more. No. Above if. Very nice. Now try.
okay.
See, it works. Very nice. Okay, stop sharing now. Okay. Is my screen visible? Okay, let's get to the new project. You can name it My First Game. It's called the high or low game. So let me first explain to you how this game works and what are the rules. So the game will choose a random number like 50, and then you will have to the player will have to guess numbers. So if the number is higher, let's say I guess 80, then the game says it's higher. Then I keep guessing. If I guess a lower number, let's say 30, then it says that's too low. But if I finally guess the number which is 50, then it says congratulations, that's the right answer. Let's start building. So who's going to tell me what's the first step? It's the same step as always. What's the first step? Yes, Dia.
When flag
Very nice. Excellent. That's the right answer. So the first first step is to get this block. I hope all of you are done till there. Now we are going to create a variable first. So the first variable is a secret number. Why secret? Because the player doesn't really know what this number is. It's a secret until the end of the game. So we're going to call this the secret number. But remember, if you already have it displayed here, then it's no more a secret. So make sure to uncheck this. Now I'm going to create a second variable. It's called a guess. So the number that the player guessed is will fall under this, will be saved under the guess variable. Now we don't want the guess to be visible as well, so I'm going to uncheck it. Now say set, but here we're going to set the secret number to. Now imagine if I set the secret number to 50, then the person will play the game once, he'll realize the number is 50, then he'll play it again, and this time he'll know it is 50. So there's no point of playing this game when you already know it's 50, right? So we don't want 50. Nor do I want to say pick out of these numbers. I simply want it to pick a random number. So how are we going to pick a random number? If you have observed already, under the operators, you have this option pick random 1 to 10. So here we'll just drag and drop it here. So now we say set the secret number to any number which the computer will choose random between 1 to 10. Our third step is the most interesting one, and in fact this is the first time you're doing it. Go to controls and you'll find this option. If you scroll down, you'll find this option. It's called repeat until. So we're taking the program into a loop mode, or you're asking it to repeat something until something happens. So what is it? We'll come to it, but first ask for, okay, who's going to, can someone tell me what are we going to do? So the game, like I just explained, it's going to ask for a guess. So what's your guess? Then I'm going to guess it's 50. So if it's higher, then it says it's too high. If it's lower, then it's going to say it's too low. And when does the game stop? It stops when my guess is the same as the secret number. So we're going to have this game repeat itself until the secret number is the same as the guess number. So if you remember in the operators, in the relational operator, you have this equals to. So you're going to delete this 50, go to variables, now say guess equals secret. So until my guess is the same as the secret number, whatever I add here will keep repeating itself. So let's start. Are we done till here? If you're done till here, we've built, I could say 50% of the game. Great. Firstly, we'll ask for something. What are we going to ask? Not name, but what's your guess? What's your guess? What do you think it is? That will be our first question that we'll ask. In fact, you can keep all of it here, then add whatever blocks you want and then add it, or simply keep adding it. Anything works. Now, whatever answer I give, so let's say I guess 50, I want that to be under the guess variable. So if you guessed the next step already, then great job. So we say set guess to answer. So you go to sensing, drag and drop answer here. So set guess to answer. Now we are going to use the if and else block. So if it's greater, do this. If it's lower, then do this. If it's the same, then say this. So let's try. Go to controls, find this if else. Now think about what you're going to do. Firstly, check if it is equal to. So go to operators, get an equals, remove this. Now say go to variables, say if guess is equal to secret number, add it here. What happens if it's equal to? Say congratulations. Congratulations. You are right or that's right. You can also say great job or fantastic, whatever you like. So add that here to the if block. But what if it's higher or lower? That is what we'll do now. Go to controls, take another if and else block. Because remember, we need three paths. If it's equal to, if it's higher, if it's lower. So now we are done with the equal part. Now we need to check what if it's higher or lower. For that, I'm going to take this again, the if else block. Go to operators, take this if greater, go to variables again, say guess, say secret number. So if guess is greater than secret number, what do I want the game to say? Say that is too high. That is what I want the game to say. Now think about it. The same thing that we already did. So it's equal to or it's greater than. If it's neither equal or greater, then it has to be lower. So what if it's lower? Then simply say that's too low for 5 seconds. Are you done? Are we done with now? Do you have these three distinct blocks ready with you on your screen? Show me a thumbs up if you're ready. And let's take another minute. No hurry. Please finish it. Dia, Disha, Aditya, are you all done? Show me a thumbs up if no. If you're done, if not, we'll wait for another minute.
I'm actually doing it.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's take another minute. If you're stuck, please ask. Very nice, Dia. Very good, Disha. Very nice, Tanmay. Are we all done, Aditya? It's all right. We can still wait for another few seconds.
Just a minute.
Yeah, please. Until then, I'll just tell you what we have done so far. We have three different blocks of codes. The first one is here, ready. The second one says, if guess is equal to secret number, then you say, congratulations, that's right. The third block says, if your guess is greater than secret number, then say it's too high. If it's smaller, then say it's too low. What does the first block do? It simply says, when the green flag is clicked, pick any random number between 1 to 10 and set that as a secret number. Don't reveal it. Don't reveal it. Now, we are going to say, if the guess number, keep repeating this game until the guess number is the same as the secret number. That is, until the player guesses it right, gets it right. Then keep playing until then. First, ask for its what the guess is. Then compare if it is equal to, greater than, lesser than secret number. But also set that guess number or the answer as a guess number. Are we all done until here?
Yes.
Very nice. Here's the last step. Are you all ready? It's very easy. Simply take this third block, drop it here. Okay. Now take this block and drop it inside after set. So this is how your final code should look like. So when flag clicked, set secret number to any random number. Repeat until guess is equal to secret number. Ask what's your guess and wait. Set guess to answer. If guess equals secret number, say congratulations. If guess greater, say that's too high. If not, say that's too low. And then you have all of it put together here. Are we all done? Please show me a thumbs up if you're done. And then we can try this game. I am in fact going to add a background to make this even interesting. I'm going to choose concert. Yeah, concert. Looks good. Okay, shall we begin testing? So I hope all of you are done. Show me a thumbs up. Great job. Let's test. So it says, what's your guess? I'm going to guess 5. It says that's too low. So I'm assuming it has to be a greater number. I'm going to say 9. It's too high. Okay. Let me guess. 8. That is also too high. 7. Yay. Congratulations. That's right. No, if not, please tell me if it didn't work for you. We can see what went wrong or what is missing. Dia, Disha, Aditya. You all got it? Disha, did you get it? Is it working? No? Okay, let me stop sharing. Why don't you share your screen? Do you know how to share screen? Okay, let's see. Firstly, you want to hide your secret number, right? So, how are you going to hide it? So, see, look at that variables. You have those checked, tick, tick. So, untick them, untick your secret number. Very nice. So now it's a secret. Okay, let's see. So it says pick 1 to 100. Wait, let's check the code. So it says repeat until guess equals secret number. Ask what's your guess. Wait, set guess to answer. If guess greater equals, then say when tested is correct. Yeah, you seem to have gotten the code correct. So yeah, let's test. Why don't you put it to full screen? So right there, you have those 3 options, right? In the very right. So, right, that's the. Yeah, what's your guess? So say 50. You say 50 and click on enter. Okay. Go back to code. Let's see. Look at the code again. Set guess to answer. Wait, let's check again. See, I got it. So if you look at the second if and else, right, it's outside. So take the if and else. Wait, not that, not, yeah, drop it. Yeah, no, drop it inside. Drop it inside. Yeah. Now go to the if, the second if. Yeah, the first if. First if. Yeah. Drop that inside the repeat until. Below set. Below set. Yeah. Below set. Below set. Very good. Now try full screen and try. Say 50. That's too high. Say 25. But now your game is working, but we'll see if we can win this. That's too high. Say 15. That's too low. So it's between 15 and 25. Say 20. That's too low. So say 23, 24, and you, okay, that's, I think, yeah, try 24. Did you try 24? Oh, 25, 26. Very nice. So, yeah, it seems to be working now. Very nice. Now, you can stop sharing, please.
It's not working for me.
Please share your screen. Let's see. See, it's the same thing. So, yeah, drag that if. Yeah. Not that second if, the first if block, and drop it after set. Yeah, after set. Very nice. Drop it there. It should go within that bracket. Yeah, very nice. Now try. It should work. Yeah, keep trying. It should work. You don't have to click the green, click on the green flag every time. Just wait for it to ask again. Yeah, that's too high. Now now guess. Can you scroll up and show the, yeah, show me the code again? Yeah. Pick one to guessing cost. Yeah, now try one, say one. Yeah, now keep guessing. Say five or two. Yeah. So yeah, just keep trying. So three, two, four. You can try four also. Try four. Yeah. See, it's working. Very nice. Okay. So I think one thing that at least we didn't observe was make sure it's all inside that big bracket of repeat until, else it will not work. Okay. Stop. Could you stop sharing now? Very nice. So I hope we got it until here. Is my screen visible? Great. So now we're coming to the end of the session, but before we do that, I just want to tweak this game a little bit. Let's try making it a little more exciting by adding few options. Now I'm going to click or right click and say duplicate. Can all of us please do it? And I'm going to separate this and delete this when clicked. Okay. I'm going to delete this. Simply put it here. So this is how your screen should look now. Okay, are all of us done till here? We just duplicated our code. Very nice. Yes, Aditya, you have a doubt?
Uh, oh yeah, I got it.
Okay, very nice. So, I saw how the Disha did it, I think. So, well, most of us did 1 to 10. So, Disha changed it to 1 to 100. So, so that's what we chose. But what if we want the player to choose for himself the maximum number? That is, if he wants it to be 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or 1 to 1000 also. How are we going to do it? So we'll add something called as, so go to sensing, go click on this ask and add it here. Ask for what number shall I choose up to? So you're asking for the maximum limit. So how high should I go to? That is what you're asking. But now, how do we set it to pick random 1 to 10? Think now. So now you have this answer, but you need to add something to this, right? So I'm going to disconnect this again here. I'm just going to disconnect all of this for a second. Now you have this when clicked. I'm going to add this ask. Now, remember, we always do this. So make a variable. I'm going to name it max value. I'm going to hide that as well. And I'm going to say set max value to answer. You can also call it max number or anything, right? So now I'm going to add this back here. Set. Now you see it says pick random 1 to 10, but I wanted to pick 1 to max value. So I'm going to go back to variable, drag max value and drop it here. So now if I say 1 to, if I say 100, it will ask me for a number. What number shall I choose up to? If I say choose 100 up to 100, then it will simply say pick 1 to 100. So it will change. That's the variable. It's changing based on what input I give. So this is the first thing that we changed. The second thing I want to change is the tries. Do you know these games where they have lifelines, or they have these lives, so you have three lives, so you can go wrong three times. But here we're not going to really stop the game if they're out of lives, but simply show how many tries they took, so whether they got it in the very first guess or second guess. So for this, once again, I'm going to disconnect it from the when flag is clicked. I'm going to add a variable. Firstly, I'm going to create a new variable. I'm going to call it tries. How many tries? Okay, so create this variable tries. Now you can you can actually click on check so they can see how many tries they have. Now I'm going to say set tries to. Remember, every time the green flag is clicked, the game starts from beginning. So every time the game starts, we want tries to be 0. So when do we want tries to increase? Now I'm going to add it here. Please pay attention now. We want the tries to increase every time I guess a number. So how do we do that? Before even checking if that is correct or not, I wanted to increase my tries. So for that, uh, can someone tell me already where is it in this flow? Should I add the tries? Even if you don't answer, please look through the flow and think about where would it be ideal for you to add it. Think. And if you think you know the answer, please tell me. I'm going to give you 5 more seconds before I reveal the answer. If you know the answer, please raise your hand. There's no harm in trying. Okay, I'm going to tell you now. So I already gave you the hint. So even before before it's compared to the actual answer or the secret number, just by me giving an answer or guessing, I wanted to increase the tries, which is exactly this point. So once it asks for what's your guess and waits, sets guess to answer, I want it to set my tries. So I'm going to go to this variable, get this set value, set my tries to, but it's only has 0 or something, right? But I wanted to increase. So I'm going to go to operators, take this addition. Now go back to variables, take tries, add it here, and say +1. Did you understand this part? This is the first thing you need to do. So set tries to tries +1. So whatever the value of tries was so far, add 1 to it. This is the first thing we're going to do. Add it here. Please notice, please pay attention where I'm adding this to. I hope all of you are seeing. So you will add this block here just before the if block, after the set guess to answer. Here I'm going to drop it. So see, until you can do, you can, like, you can move through and see if it's get it, if you're at the right place. Don't worry, until you let it go, it will not change your code. So make sure that you got the right place, and only then let go of the block. Are we all done until here? We just have one last step before we're done. And that's a very easy step. Please show me a thumbs up if you're done, or nod. Okay, I see that. Okay, great. Excellent. So this is one thing I wanted to do. We wanted to make three changes. One, where the player chooses the upper limit. Second, we added these tries. Now, what's the point of adding tries if we don't really make use of it? So how are we going to make use of it? Very simple. When we say congratulations, that's right. I also want to say in how many tries they got it right. For example, think of a game. So it tells you, oh, you did it in just this much time. So here, time is not of essence, but how many tries or attempts did it take? So I am going to do this like this. So I'm going to leave this say here. I'm going to go to operators, take this join option. In the first one, I'm going to type congratulations. That's right. And space, it took you. So you can also say congratulations, or you can say fantastic, say whatever you like, but then say, give a space and say it took you, and also give another space, right? Now to this join, we will add, go to variables, drag and drop tries. Try. So if you add this and check, it will say, congratulations, that's right, it took you 3. But 3 what? So I'm going to add, take another join, go to operators, join, add this, but before adding that, I think I'll write this here, guesses. Now add it here. So I hope all of you got it, this part. Join, congratulations, that's right. It took you, space, tries, space, add space and then type guesses. Okay. Now I'm going to add all of this in. If guess is equal to secret number, then say, add it here. Shall we try now? Shall we try the game now? We just improvised our existing game a little bit. Show me a thumbs up if you're done. First, we'll try this game and then all of you can try yours. Okay, I'm going to put it on full screen. Click on green. Let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, let's see why it didn't work. So I'm going to say 10 or 15 for now. So it's asking me, right, what number shall I choose up to? So I say 15. So now it has a number. For some reason, see, it's not working. It's not really working. So why is it not working? Let's go back. So it says ask and wait. So uh, what's your guess secret number two? Let's try again. Let me click on this green. What number should I choose up to? Let's say 10 or 15. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't work previously. So it's asking for my guess. So let me guess 10. So it says that's too high. So let's say 5. So it says that is too high. Okay, I'm going to guess 3 now. It says that's also too high. So it's either 1 or 2. I'm going to try 2. That's also, the answer is probably 1. Let's try. Congratulations, that is right. It took you 5 guesses. So this is how I want it to work. Now please try yours. And if it's working, if not, please raise your hand and I can help. Very good, Dia. Excellent. If not, then we can wait. You can share your screen and we can see why it didn't work. Okay. How about Aditya and the rest of us? This is mostly what we were supposed to cover today. To quickly summarize the key terms that we learned, we saw how there's something called as a control flow mechanism. So where you control the flow of how the game is coming up, you control how the program works, and mechanism because it's there are these three tools. The first tool that we learned was selection, wherein the computer makes a decision out of different options, or it chooses an option based on a response we give. I will also teach you the second tool. We already know it, but here is the term. It's called a sequence. So you know it by the name itself. Sequences, it comes one after the other. So when you say, when this is clicked, first set tries to 0, then ask what number shall I choose up to, then do this, and then only you should ask for what is your guess. So you see, it's coming one after the other. If it asks for what's your guess first, and then if it asks for what number shall I choose up to, it will not really work how I would want it to work. It will not be ideal. So we are giving it a structure or a flow that this is how you should do it. So first this, then this. So it's a sequence where the program is executing all our instructions in this order that I tell it to. So it's doing this in this particular order, that is sequence. When it makes decisions, it's selection. There's a third tool, and we'll look at what the tool is in our next session. So I hope all of you got that part. With that, let's conclude the session with the closing prayers. I request all of you to join your hands, keep your back straight, close your eyes, chant with me but with your mics on mute. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaः Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir